This is Matsuma Kalama. He and many others from his community have lived in these sacred kaya forests for hundreds of years. This sacred forest is not just a backdrop, but it is their history, their heritage, their culture, and their cultural identity. These kaya forests are part of the East African Coastal Forest Biodiversity Hotspot that extends through Kenya and is home to some of the most unique and endemic tree species. But they are under threat. For instance, from over 200 hectares a few decades ago, now only 50 hectares of Kayachonyi forest exists. Why? Because of indiscriminate logging and land clearing. Even though there have been immense efforts to fix this and restore land through tree planting, opportunities for livelihoods improvement and biodiversity conservation are greatly missed. I have worked with Luo communities in Western Kenya, restoring fisheries and wetlands, Maasai communities in Southern Kenya, restoring drylands, and now Mijikenda communities in coastal Kenya, restoring forests. One thing is common: conflict between livelihood and ecological needs. However, these two are not mutually exclusive. As we are proving in our work, livelihood improvement, biodiversity conservation, and landscape restoration are complementary and enhance sustainable development. It is my personal aim to enable local communities to conserve and benefit from their natural resources. And through BGCI's restoration efforts, I see a lot of positive impact in this. In 2022, the Darwin Initiative funded BGCI's Kaya Connect project in Kilifi County in Kenya. This project is harnessing the power of community, collective practical action, scientific and technical capacity, and indigenous knowledge to restore the East African Coastal Forest Biodiversity Hotspots. We are doing this through improving seed and seedling supply, capacity building, and providing employment to local communities. How are we doing this? Our project is community-driven and actioned. With training from BGCI's technical experts, local community members such as Abdallah Saha, Moniki Kai, Ayub Nyoka, and many others are now part of a powerful chain of restoration experts who are able to undertake seed-to-tree practical restoration actions. The biggest lesson for us has been, when you empower local communities, you ignite their sense of pride and ownership. With the right set of skills and resources, they are able to protect and sustain their land and forests for future generations. Take this nursery, for instance. When we started out, they were only able to do 2,000 seedlings of 6 species. Now, they are able to produce 50,000 seedlings of more than 30 native tree species. Less than 3 years ago, they could only make $100 in a whole year, and they were barely able to make ends meet. Now, they are able to make $1,500 in a year, and 6 members of the nursery are employed and earning a monthly salary. Across the whole project, over 140 community members now have enhanced skills in seed collection, phenology monitoring, nursery management, propagation, restoration techniques, seed storage, and tree growing techniques. These people are earning a monthly salary from the skills that they have gotten. 11 nurseries are producing 250,000 seedlings of 180 native tree species, of which 45 of these species are globally threatened with extinction. More than 1,000 smallholder farmers are now planting native trees on their land because they now recognize the ecological and livelihood importance of these tree species. More than 1,600 hectares of land is currently under active restoration and protection from a robust network of seed collectors and forest patrollers. But this is just the beginning. Through our strong partnership with the County Government of Kilifi and Kenya Forest Service, we are enabling policy changes to provide for a strong focus on growing native tree species in Kilifi County. Also, through international and national partnerships, we are enabling sustainable financing to allow for scaling and replication of the project to other parts of Kenya. People like Mwatsuma Kalama take great pride in their forest lands, which is their heritage and identity. If we enable them to achieve their conservation actions, they will not only be able to grow more crops, put more food on the table, and take their children to school, but also be able to have the energy to fight each and every day to protect their homes. Urithi wa utamaduni wao.